Joined now by Tampa Bay Lightning team owner Jeff Vinik and one of the beacons of our community. Mr. Vinik, you have really taken it upon yourself to make this a mission to help not only employees but employers get through this difficult time, including purchasing ad time with PSAs, educating people on what is taking place right now. I want to start with the employers in the small business assistance program. How do you see this playing out, and how can people, those business owners, get help?
Yeah, as you said, Justin, these are unprecedented times in terms of how challenging it is. And, a lot of people have become unemployed overnight. A lot of small business owners, like a restaurant owner, have seen their sales go to zero overnight. I mean, these are unusual times. These are times where just for a few months, people need help getting over the valley because things will get back to normal. It's just a matter of time. But think people like small businesses, 1 to 500 employees, including sole proprietorships, independent contractors. There is help out there, and they need to reach out and get that help. They can go to sba.gov, or better, contact their local banks for help, because there is money, there are loans available, they can be forgiven, and they will get them over this valley so that they can, take care of their employees and, just keep the lights on so that they're ready to go on the other side of this.
With the CARES Act and the small business owners that you're speaking to, do you see this process working in type of an organized fashion, or is there going to be a little chaos up front as we sort all this out?
Mixture. Let's call it chaotic organization or organizational chaos. There are a lot of people that need help, and there are a lot of people going to banks and going to the website sba.gov that I mentioned. But this will all get done. Help is there. What I advise people, and that's true here, or if you're an individual who's unemployed, what I advise is just be persistent. You will get through. It's a matter of time. And, if you're trying to get to a website, you might be better off at 2 a.m. rather than 2 p.m. But, when anything is ramped up from 0 to 55 miles an hour in about 2 seconds, there are going to be some challenges along the way. But help is out there. And if you're persistent, you can get help.
You've taken care of your employees over at Emily, but a lot of these small business owners just don't have the ability right now for their workers. For those workers right now who are not cashing a paycheck, they have the mortgage, they have the electric bill. What is your advice to them to get that unemployment money and understanding that it is coming and there are certain steps you need to follow?
So for unemployment in this statewide, you can get up to $275 a week. But right now, the federal government is supplementing that with $600 a week. So if you go file for unemployment, whether you have done it before or not, and there's no shame in doing that, people need help right now. If you file for unemployment, you can get up to $875 a week. And that's very significant. That will keep the lights on and put food on the table. Again, it requires persistence. You go to floridajobs.org, and again, be persistent. It will take time. They are overloaded right now, but if you just give it a few days and keep trying and trying, you will get the help you need.
Just eating right now is a struggle for someone. Putting food on the table. You have donated $300,000 to the to funds also, and also your Tampa Bay Lightning themselves are helping, led by Steven Stamkos. For people who need to find ways to eat every day, what can we do in this Tampa Bay area?
Again, nobody should go hungry here. There are ways to get food. There are ways to pay your rent. And the two organizations that I think about are Metropolitan Ministries, and you can go to metromin.org, or Feeding Tampa Bay, and they are at feedingtampabay.org. Reach out to them. They have the ability to get food to you and get help to you.
Those are the frontline concerns right now. But on the back end, people are opening up their 401ks right now, their investment funds. They're looking at it, and they're essentially evaporating. This is your background, wealth management. What is your advice to those right now that are so nervous about their retirement funds or their nest eggs?
The economic situation now is unprecedented. We've never seen unemployment go from 3% to 10% overnight, which it has. But we have seen volatility in financial markets over time. We've seen every 10 years or so, there's a 30% decline. It's not that unusual. And as we've learned, keep a long-term horizon, stay patient. If you need the money and you have no choice, well, then unfortunately you have to get the money. But try these other means of assistance first. But otherwise, I tell people just to try to be patient for the long run.
Are you looking at a V-shaped recovery or a U-shaped recovery in the market?
I don't know. I wish I had a better crystal ball. It's all very hard to handicap right now. I would say both in terms of the market and the economy, I am definitely looking at a recovery. 2 years from now, there is no question that we will be in pretty good shape, if not very good shape then. Maybe we will be in a year from now, and maybe we will be in 6 months from now. It's very hard to tell what happens with the virus, and I'm not a doctor, and you don't want me predicting that. But again, these means of support from both the state and federal governments, the whole idea is to get us over the valley. So what I talked about, the unemployment benefits or the small business benefits, that'll get individuals and small businesses through the next 3 or 4 months. And if things haven't improved by then, I bet these programs are extended. So things will get better, and there are means in place, if you're persistent, to get through the valley.
There are many successful business people throughout Tampa Bay. You have stepped up to the plate. What would you like to see from others around our community do to really help Tampa Bay?
Yeah, and at this time, if you're one of the fortunate ones, and you're still financially doing well or holding in there in this time of need, do what you can to help. Everybody's definition is different. It could be giving money to Tampa Bay, feeding Tampa Bay so that they can buy more food so they can feed more people. Or it could be just delivering a meal next door to your neighbor who is a little bit hungry. So, I just say, think about, your local community citizen and ways in which you can help. One thing I will also say is I want to applaud this region in terms of their social distancing. I think we're doing a really good job here. And by doing that, we are literally saving lives and hopefully getting us through this crisis quicker. So to all the citizens here, I say thank you and congratulations for doing a good job with the social distancing, and keep it up.
And as we continue to social distance, that curve will come down, and eventually we'll get back to playing some hockey. Your thoughts on the NHL? Do you believe that this season is coming back?
I do. Now, again, I don't know, and it's very hard to predict, but I'm an optimist. I do think that we'll see hockey over the summer, frankly, which sounds fun to me, summer hockey. But, that isn't the most important thing on my mind right now. Right now, it's the health of people and getting assistance to people who need it.
And your team is certainly doing that. I want to talk about Steven Stamkos and the players donating that 500,000 meals in the fund they've set up for Amalie Arena workers. Talk about this team and what they mean and symbolize to this community as they step up to the plate.
Yeah, we got hockey players in general, but our Tampa Bay Lightning players are just terrific. And out of nowhere, I got a message from Stammer where he said that we want to make a difference. We want to help the part-timers. They're there every game for us. We want to be there for them now. And this whole community, they wanted to make a difference. And again, basic human needs, getting food to people. That's what the players wanted to give to. So I salute Stammer, and I salute all the players who have given for this.
Last one for you, Mr. Vinik. That moment that you see that Amalie Arena packed with people cheering on this team and this community is going to be back together, what will that feeling be like?
That'll be a fantastic feeling, no doubt about it. But right now, I want the moment to be where people aren't going hungry and people aren't losing restaurants because they can't pay the bills. It's gonna feel a lot better first to go to a local restaurant, DATs, who might be having some struggle, to go to local restaurants and be able to go there and sit at a table and be in a social environment. By the way, the other thing people can do is buy gift certificates to restaurants. My wife and I are trying to do that. That gives them cash now, and you can redeem them in 6 months.
Mr. Vinik, one more time for us. For those small business owners, what website do they need to go to? And those who are unemployed, where can they go?
I will do. Thank you. For small business owners, 1 to 500 employees, go to sba.gov, or better, contact your local bank. They can help you. And for the unemployed, floridajobs.org. And you got to be patient. You got to be persistent. You will get through, and you will get